No Harvest is an achievement in Bloons TD 6 where you need to complete a game of chimps on Cornfield without removing any of the corn. But can we also do it while getting all tier 5 boats? Recently I've done a video of all of the submarines, but can we do the same thing but with the boats? So let's get this game started by using a combination that works very well for the first few rounds on this scenario: an engineer and a dart monkey in one of the 3 hidden spots on this map. Since we're not confined to the 2 megapops rules, we can put down some turrets when we are able to do so that they can help us out in the foreseeable future. Clearing up around 10. There we go, faster engineering. Okay, to put any boats down onto Cornfield at any given point in time, we're going to need the Lord of the Abyss, which can create some water space for us to be able to actually, complete this challenge. The plan is very simple. We're going to get the aircraft, it's not the aircraft carrier, but we will actually get the aircraft carrier to get to the carrier flagship as our first tier 5, then Pirate Lord because the next most useful one out of the Buccaneers, and then the Trade Empire because we want to, okay? Don't judge me. Okay, a spiker pole, because I usually find that we don't have enough as we have right now before we go to Abyss Dweller. Also, the spiker pole is just very nice on a map like this, where there are lots of obstacles for our spiker pole balls to bound off of. Rather than stopping, they just continue onwards until either A, their pierce counts as we met, or B, the expiration date of that projectile has expired. Oh, I've forgotten about I think at this point, okay, the Mermonkey's got this. I forgot to get Echo Sense Precision or Cleansing Foam or something along those lines. Just don't look at that previous round 24 attempt, okay? I mean the first one. Cleansing Foam has 3 very good properties to it. Number 1, it removes the camera status. Number 2, it removes the regrow property. And number 3, it pops lead layer. We're gonna need something to pop the lead layer. Although we could have alternatively gone up to Juggernaut, but nah. Let's get the Abyss Dweller, and this can quite comfortably handle ceramics on its own. But it just doesn't fire those tentacles out enough to be a reliable ceramic killer. Abyssal Warrior, on the other hand, very good against early Moabs. Round 33, even if they are not decamered by the Cleansing Foam, our Abyss Dweller with the Echo Sense Precision upgrade can easily handle them. Don't feel sorry for this little dart monkey at the very back of the map. He has served his purpose, and he will serve a little bit more purpose as long as we got Abyssal Warrior now. I thought there was a balloon that's about to escape. No thank you. I love the attention to detail that a Ninja Kiwi has given the Mermonkey once it gains camera detection. Like it can see things that it should not be able to see without getting the upgrade. Piercing into the shadows. Right, let's get our village up and let's get jungle drums so that we can beat those drums and attack faster. Here we go, round 40, and with the power of Donkey Kong at our side, the Moab goes down. With our current setup, this will easily take you into like the mid 50s. As long as the Moabs on the 50s are spread out a little bit, then the Abyssal Warrior will be able to, with a little help from the deconstruction sentries, will be able to take care of all of the Moabs. BFB on the other hand is a different story. If Ninja Kiwi were to ever nerf the Cleansing Foam so that it doesn't pop leads, I would be really sad. But come on Ninja Kiwi, it's a support tower. It's meant to support your squad. Ninja Kiwi, please don't remove the lead property, lead popping property of Cleansing Foam, please. Round 49, can you take care of the ceramics? Yes, you can, and the ink that you drive out from your tridents will ensure that balloons that survive your attack will be slowed down. Kind of like a pseudo glue effect. And it also applies it to Moabs as well, which is nice. There we go. It's not as effective as a Moab glue, but combine both together and it will definitely slow them down more than not having both of them on board. Although personally, when it comes to a 2 megapots run and supporting your other tower, I wouldn't get the Abyssal Warrior to do heaps of damage just so that I can slow down the Moabs. I would get something else instead, like what I've already mentioned. And here is the Lord of the Abyss. This abyssal creature will show true terror among the balloons. And look at this thing's eyes. Would you trust this thing with your car keys? I certainly wouldn't. With the destruction of the balloons, on the other hand, yes. Yes, I would. Alright, we're going to pause this round because I do want to start putting down our Buccaneers. And once again, like with the Axis of submarines, Bricker will be here for support, but there is a slight problem. Boats cover up a bigger amount of footprint than submarines do, which means that we may not be able to put down Brickle at all. As long as we can get the submarines down, then that is fine, as long as you're in the range of the Lord of the Abyss. And all of this actually gets a Pierce buff, which is nice. I may need to rethink this. There we go, that's much better. I can actually fit all 3 Buccaneers down this time, and obviously we can't fit anything there, which means we cannot put Brickle down at all. Nowhere at all which we could put Brickle down for our means of destruction. But do not worry, we will have 2 more opportunities. Before we get anything else though, let's get radar scanner, because I would rather go up the hotshots route for the carrier flagship, just deploy that additional power rather than having innate camera detection. I mean, who wants innate camera detection when you can just be given camera detection? Well, if you're up against phase, and having innate camera detection is better than being given it. Round 59 camo leads. We are going to get MIB because nowadays the carrier flagship's darts can no longer hurt DDTs, and we need all of the power in which we can wield down in order to actually take care of the DDTs. So MIB S tier support for your CHIMPS runs, for your 2 megapots runs, for your CHIMPS runs. It is invaluable. It means that whatever weaknesses you do have are now gone. It's like having a Pokemon type that is super effective against all types. Why am I comparing Pokemon to Bloons Tower Defense 6? Because it's kind of like trying to hit a ghost type Pokemon with a normal type move if you don't have Scrappy. It doesn't end well. Here we go. Here's aircraft carrier. My phone just went off. Have you heard that noise? 63. No thank you. And with the aircraft carrier, it means we now have a global means of attack. Just a BFBs left, and they will become ceramics before they even get to the Lord of the Abyss. This thing is hungry for more ceramics. Do you see that creature down there? It reminds me of Amori in a way, where the eye keeps peering out from the shadows, as if it's like a creature that is possessing you. It's kind of like that in a way, but I think this Mermonkey is more accepting of it rather than trying to deny it. Yes, I know RPG Maker games, particularly the horror side, I am particularly more interested in, like Bewitcher's House, Eve, Misao, Mad Father, Mermaid Swamp. All of those lovely titles. I saw Umaniki as well, that game which has no dialogue, but it's just a dreamscape adventure. Well, probably not dreamscape, but you're exploring the land of dreams as you are just tucked away in bed sleeping. If I were to ever create a second channel which doesn't have balloons related stuff, I'll probably call it Flare Not Balloons or something along those lines. So I'll just play stuff every now and then that is not balloons, but maybe stuff that other people would be interested in checking them out. Yeah, things have just become so much easier with the aircraft carrier, but things are still very easy with the Lord of the Abyss. Anything that you can't pop, the Lord of the Abyss will gladly swallow them up. Right, we are very, very close to the carrier flagship. Goody gumdrops. And there's no gumdrops to offer. Now, do you see what's going on here? I can put Brickle on one of these, one of these up here. That is so cursed, putting Brickle on one of the platforms of the carrier flagship. But we're doing it anyways, and she is putting her sea mines, all these boys as they are, on the other platform. Oh, this is so cursed. Right, round 79, and I think we can all agree here that this is just an absolute breeze now. We're going to get MIB now before I forget, just so that we can secure our defenses against the DDTs. And we're going to get the Pirate Lord next. I mean, what, you think I was going to get the Trade Empire first before a Pirate Lord? What do you think I am? Somebody wants to do a Trade Empire 2 Mega Pops or something? I might do one in the future, but that's just not good. Especially now that Geraldo's Sharpening Stone's been nerfed from several updates ago. Would you stop talking, Lifeguard? We don't need rescuing. The balloons need rescuing from us. We're the bigger threat against them, not them against us. Or in certain cases, they might be the biggest threat to us. Especially if they're a yellow balloon. Don't trust those yellow balloons, not because of their color, but because we keep losing to them on the channel. If you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you know very well of our adventures with yellow balloons. Okay, so Brickle is sitting on top of the, well, not nearly on top of the Lord of the Abyss there. They just look, it just looks so cursed. I can barely see the Lord of the Abyss aside the tentacles sticking out. Okay, the second one going down just like that. Brilliant. We should soon have the Pirate Lord. Now, people say that the Pirate Lord is the best that it's ever been. Being able to grapple in up to 6 DDTs at once. But it used to have much more single target damage back in the day. I think it was like back in update 39 where the Pirate Lord was definitely at its peak when it comes to single target damage. Because there was at one point where the Pirate Lord could get every single pop starting from round 6 all the way up to round 140. But nowadays it probably can't even do like probably 119 could be where its stopping point is, because there's a few bads on that round, and I don't think it can do enough damage against the bads in order for the towers which are hiding behind the log to not accidentally pop, or sorry, damage one or two things. We can't put a big boy up here. With Lord of the Abyss, you can't put the ability sea mines down. Or sorry, mega mines, I mean, sorry. Okay, so let's go up to... We'll do Hot Shot because that's the better cross path. Hook in some of those. Brilliant. You're doing a wonderful job there, Carrier Flagship. You honestly are the MVP of the run. Although earlier on it would be the Lord of the Abyss. Although at the very start of the run it would be this engineer. And Spiker Bolt. Favorite trades, and soon with 21k more we'll have the Trade Empire up and running. We will be truly representing our flag. Back in the day, back in the colonial days. Right, we'll grapple in some of these remaining ZMGs and we will definitely have ourselves a brilliant run. Okay, round 95. Do you want to buff the timing in which the, oh gosh, I've forgotten the name of the ability now. Naval Tactics comes back up. We don't need it. We don't need it. We absolutely do not need it. We are absolutely in the clear. Grapple into these UMGs that we have the opportunity to do so. We will definitely need naval tactics around 98 though. That is definitely the thing going forward here. We'll save these grapples for round 97. We'll pop one of the fortifieds, but the other one will be popped naturally because we want this for round 98. Naturally, there's lots of ZMGs on that round, okay? And if we can take care of some of the clutter beforehand, that would be great. Come on now, go down. Oh, we can afford Trade Empire, lovely. So what to do with the rest of our money? I might put down a plutonium reactor just to give our Pirate Lord and Brickle a little bit more time for their abilities to come back if we need... Oh, I've forgotten to actually use the ability benefit, actually. Okay, you go up there, you go up there. Brilliant. Oh, we don't even need to use them this round. Brilliant. Okay, let's just upgrade that. Do we need to use it on this round? No, we don't. Okay, round 100. Normally we would use Mega Mine, but we don't have that luxury. Oh dear. So when are we going to use the hook abilities of the Pirate Lord? Well, when the DTs are popped, because the Pirate Lord will naturally go after the DTs with the hooks, but we want the ZMGs to be hooked in because the DTs will be popped. There we go, they're popped, and now we can just hook in the ZMGs with the Pirate Lord. Not even close. Although the submarines we could insta-kill with the preemptive strike, but we very quickly dealt with all of that, like no problem whatsoever. So that is the run, everybody. That is the Axis of Boats, or Axis of Buccaneers, however you want to call it. We managed to do the no hard his achievement. We got our carrier flagship, which definitely got the majority of the pops. We got the Pirate Lord sitting at 366,000. We got the Trade Empire, obviously, with the courageous 10,000 pops. Good for support for 2 mega pops, obviously. Brickle here doing a little bit of work, just acting as a means of increasing the attack speed of the carrier flagship, primarily, but also the the Pirate Lord, I mean. Not benefiting the Lord of the Abyss because it's not on water, but obviously everything else, besides you, and you, and you, you're all on water. And I felt bad for you, so I felt like giving you an upgrade for giving us a very, very good time at the start of the run, dear Dark Monkey. So that is the run, everybody. Hope you all have enjoyed this video as much as I have had creating it. Another thing I want to do on this map at some point is the Axis of Primary, which is getting the cheapest upgrade of every single primary tower there is out there. And it used to be the Moab Eliminator that was the cheapest, definitely not Balloon Crush, but Bomb Blitz is now the cheapest. And the path itself is also cheaper on every single upgrade. Like, that's more expensive than that, 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 and that is more expensive than that. Bomb Blitz has taken over as the cheaper path. And obviously there would be the Ultra Juggernaut, which is very, very good on Cornfield naturally. Glaive Lord has been given a price nerf, but is still the cheapest out of the three. Yeah, still cheaper, still cheaper. Tag Shooter, obviously Super Maelstrom, even with the cross pathing. It's still the cheapest. Absolute zero for you for both freezing and other shenanigans, and glue storm for you. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves.